Hey guys, welcome back to another review video. More of like an intro video because I've already done reviews of this company, their products, but this is a new product, more potent product, and I just really believe in what they're doing, the cause, the products, the need for the products, and I see the importance of the products, especially with what's coming in the technology world. And I just like to get behind companies that are doing the right thing for people, for the earth, for everything. Maybe not for the earth, but this is more for people in protecting them from electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic radiation, which is EMR and EMF for short. And that company is Aries Tech. And this product is the Aries Guardian. I've done product reviews on the Aries Defender Infinity and then the Defender Pro, which is something I wear all the time. It comes in this cool little pouch. I will link up the video I did for that review. And at the end of this video, I have a promo code for you, which I also put in the link in the description below, as well as a link to where you can get everything. I'm jumping ahead here and fidgeting. And then again, the code where you can save 10% off your order. And so anyway, it's the Aries Guardian. So let's get into it. So I've ordered 2 of them recently. They just had a sale going on. I think it was like an additional 15% off to the 10% off that you could have gotten with the code. But anyway, it's a little pricier than the Defender Pro. I believe this is $249 normally, but of course you're going to have that code, and they offer free shipping if you order a couple different things. I think you only have to order two products to get free shipping. It might go off the price of the products as well, but I got free shipping with these. No additional code needed. You take a look at the box. This one's still in plastic. As soon as you open it up, packaging is really, really nice, by the way. They have this magnetic strip right here. Open the packaging. There's a little cover, and this is the Guardian. Now, you do have to be careful with these because they are able to bend. Not very easily. They're very rigid, but they can bend and they can crack. This uses antennas, microprocessors are all inside of this. I don't know if I'll be able to get close enough for you to be able to see it with this angle, but they are layered. I believe it's 5 different layers or so. Let's try it and see. But it's getting there, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, there's 5 different layers in there. You can see the hologram, well, what looks to be a hologram, but they're actually microprocessors in there. It's pretty cool looking, actually, when you just look at it with the naked eye. But this technology is highly advanced, and what it does is it takes a chaotic or very choppy signal that we would get from Wi-Fi, our cell phones, towers, and it turns it into a more coherent signal, easier for the body to use or get rid of or just adapt to. So this is, I'll just do a side-by-side comparison. This is a whole new setup for me, new house, very different background from any of the videos that I've had before. So I'm using my therapy table and my Punisher tech mat for for this. So very different setting. But basically, here's a side-by-side. Coloring's a little brighter of the gold here. Not that that's going to make any difference on the effectiveness, but you can kind of see this is basically the size of a credit card, about 1.5 times thicker than a credit card, I believe. So you definitely don't ever wear this in your wallet, especially if you put your wallet in your back pocket, or you put this in your wallet, not wear it in your wallet. I wear it around my neck, or I do sometimes put it in my front pocket, but if I know there's going to be any pressure applied, I always take it away, or I just keep it next to me and close to me all the time. I got my computer here, of course my phone's here, my water's here, so I try to keep it in between, or at least around your water. So back to the Guardian. This is very strong area too. I took some notes and I wanted to get this right, so excuse me for looking at the computer, but I just wanted to make sure that I got the specs right and basically told you what's on their website. But I'll put a link to their website of where you can get one and find out more about it. But this covers up to 500 square feet, so that's why we got two of them. We got one for our son's room and then one for downstairs, because that's where our router is, that's where we spend a lot of our time, where our phones might be. And so this will cover a 500 square foot area. So just to show you what else comes in the box, because you might be thinking, well, this doesn't come with a pouch, how are we supposed to attach it? Good question, by the way. So you take this little insert out, it gives you a quick start guide, which is just this little card, okay? And then it gives you some 3M strips, and it looks to be Velcro. I actually wanted to kind of be a little surprised while doing this video, so I don't know. Yeah, they're Velcro. So it's 3M Velcro, which is nice because then you can keep it attached to this, but you can easily move it around if you wanted to. So you can use it for the car. So here are offices, automobiles, bedrooms, children's play areas, server rooms, and board rooms. Great places to use the Guardian. Again, it's not for personal use. That's a little overkill. That's why they have this. This is for personal use. And then it's actually on the back of my phone, but they have a round one that's only a 12-inch area, one foot radius. This goes up to, I believe it's 18 feet around, and this one is 26 feet effective radius, or again 500 square feet. So it covers a big area. And what you would do is you would take one of the 3M strips, attach it to here, attach it to here, okay, which this is the side with the single piece. If you flip it over, you're still pretty out of, away from here. Not that it's going to bother it. I mean, a little bit of Velcro, but instead of just putting it over top of that, I'd probably just put it on this side. So anyway, you can attach this in your car, underneath of a bureau or something like that. If you're going to put it somewhere like that, you could put it under the couch, which would, again, it's a radius. So you go from the center and you think outward. So if you put it right against a wall, not that it's wasted per se, but well, kind of, I guess, because then if you're talking about, half of the radius, you're only getting that much. And if it's going out from there, it's not going to just bounce off the walls and disperse. So I would try to put it somewhere in the middle of the room if you can, or at least close to whatever you're trying to protect. So, if you're sitting, for us, when we're downstairs, we have our cabinet, like our TV cabinet, TV's on the wall, routers in the TV cabinet. So putting it somewhere like that, and then it'll still get to us while we're sitting on the couch if we're watching TV, something like that, and you're closest to the router at that point. Plus, if you have one for personal protection, then you don't necessarily have to worry about it too much when you're outside of that room. So what else? 26-foot effective radius, independently tested, built with nanotechnology. They've done a lot of upgrades on these over the years. I've been using them for a number of years and continued to go with the upgrades because of being able to be 5G compatible, which is what I mentioned before about how technology is advancing and where technology is going. And so they say, estimated, that 5G could be rolling out at the end of 2020. Who knows with the virus that hit the world, but if they're still on pace for that, it could be the end of this year. So that's pretty close. So it is 5G compatible, which is good, as well as, actually all of their products are 5G compatible now. It was only the older ones that weren't, but I've since upgraded because I just believe in their products. 5G compatible, greater efficiency, improved performance. If you really want to get geeky with it, it's a C32S microprocessor featuring 1185921 circular resonators. There's microprocessors in it, which I mentioned. It's 14.75 times more effective than previous models. Basically, again, I gave you an overview of what it does, taking the the chaotic signal and turning it coherent, but this is right off their website, so I figured I'd read this to you just really quick. Aries Guardian's antennas harness the surrounding electromagnetic field to power the microprocessors, which then creates a harmonized electromagnetic field. So again, it takes the choppy signal, the chaotic signal, and it harmonizes it and makes it into a more cohesive electromagnetic field for your body to be able to deal with. When an excess charge, polarization, has built up, it is automatically redistributed to the Aries microprocessor, which uses the charge to cause a coherent transformation of the field in the form of a hologram, made up of regularly alternating maxima and minima. The hologram interacts with external radiation, restructuring and transforming the EMR haze into a more biologically compatible form, thus reducing the conflict between the external radiation and the radiation from the human body cells. So I just did an article and mentioned this company in that article on my blog on elitecorefitness.net. And you can go to the blog section and see it's the most recent article as of right now. And it talks, I drop a lot of knowledge in that. I did quite a bit of new research. I've been learning about this stuff for years, but I did quite a bit of new research and learned more about the 5G, especially since doing the reviews on this product. Got a lot of great comments by people on there, so thank you for leaving those comments. But this is not something that we really need to take lightly. 5G is going to be a lot more dense of a signal, and it is very, very, very disruptive to the body. The body does run on an electrical frequency. I believe it's 10 hertz that the brain operates on. Something like 5G is going to be operating at, I mean, right off the top of my head, I feel like I want to say like 26 to 40 hertz or something like that. It's all in the blog article, but it's a lot. It's very, very I'm sorry, that's gigahertz. So our brain runs on 10 hertz, and 5G is going to run on 26 to 40, give or take, gigahertz. Okay, so it's very, very disruptive to the body. The heart, I think, only needs, it runs on 1 hertz, and then just to get the blood flowing through the body is like 0.5 hertz or something like that. And this is just hertz compared to gigahertz. So just 1 hertz to 1 gigahertz is a huge shift. And then you're talking about 26 gigahertz versus 10 hertz. It's very different. And I gave an analogy in the blog article as well. So I just, encourage you to check that out for just more research. But I've done numerous muscle tests on people on the effectiveness of these. Of course, they've been studied. They've been studied numerous times. I know they've done peer review studies and things like that. This company, Aries, they're very, very thorough, and they do their due diligence and they put the work in to bring a really good product. But I've also done my own testing on it as well, holding a cell phone up to people's chests with and without this product right here, and having them, I'll just test maybe their shoulder joint or something like that and see, like, if they're able to hold their shoulder up or their hand up, no problem, and I'm testing their shoulder and it tests strong with this on, holding the phone up, taking this away, holding the phone up, tests weak. Okay, so they're strong with it, they're strong without it, they're strong without the phone and without this. Again, it's really this product. I just keep holding up this because it's the one I'm doing. So the thing is that it's very, very effective. I highly recommend it. This is something like we got for my son's room, and then we're going to put the other one downstairs. So I would definitely encourage you to look into the Guardian, look into a Defender, and I don't know. I'm probably jumping all over the place because there's so much to say. But at the end of the day, I do really feel very strongly about this product, and I can't recommend it enough because there's so many disruptive factors that come with technology. We're constantly on our phones, we're constantly watching television, which is giving off electromagnetic radiation, our computers, and then just the signal that's going to be coming too. This 5G signal is really, really, really going to change. I really feel like it's going to change the way our bodies operate. And if you don't have something that's going to help you deal with the signal, there's going to be a lot of negative repercussions that come with being exposed to too much electromagnetic radiation, too much electromagnetic frequency, and it's not good. It's not good stuff. 4G, actually, 4G LTE right now, which I listed in my article, is actually listed as a Group B carcinogen, if I remember my grouping right, but I believe it's a Group B carcinogen. So it's actually listed as a carcinogenic substance. Even though we can't see or touch it, it causes a lot of problems in the body and can cause cancer. And this is proven. So having something like this is going to help you be able to deal with it, and it's also going to help you sleep better too. If you're having something, that's one of the reasons we got into my son's room, is that sometimes it's not practical to turn off your Wi-Fi. Sometimes that's the advice of some people. I've given that advice to some people before if they really, really need to, but some people have things that run off the Wi-Fi in the middle of the night, whether it's an alarm system, whether it's their cameras in their house, or a Ring system, Ring doorbell. We have Ring cameras and doorbell and things like that. That all runs off of the Wi-Fi, and it might not be practical, although it might be needed. Well, this could be a better line of defense, or at least the first line of defense, and see how that works if you're having trouble sleeping at nighttime. If you have your phone on, turn your phone off. We always do that. Turn your phone off, keep it away from you, put it in the next room or in your bathroom or something like that, or at least 3 to 4 feet away from you while you're sleeping. And then have this, because you still have the Wi-Fi going through, you still have signals coming in your house all the time. I mean, if you just put your radio, if you just took a regular transistor radio and turned it on, you're going to get a signal to that radio. Okay, you can't see it, and the antenna or the signal that's putting it out is from very, very far away. But if you put your radio on, you are tuning into that frequency. Well, you're still getting that frequency and those waves through your bedroom and through your house at nighttime. So even if you did turn off your Wi-Fi, and let's say you live near a tower or your neighbor's Wi-Fi or something like that, it's still out there. So this would be my first recommendation to get one of these. Great investment, never runs out, never expires. So it's like, okay, so you make a one-time investment, you take care of it so it doesn't break, you don't step on it, crush it, bend it, crack it, or anything like that, and you'll never have to replace it. I mean, unless the technology changes. But again, this is already fitted for 5G. That's going to be the newest one coming out. So the only reason you have to replace it, given that you don't damage it, is when 6G comes out or something like that, right? So anyway, that's my recommendation. That's my review. I'll leave all the links that I mentioned below. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But Aries Guardian, can't recommend it highly enough. All right, have a good one. See you in the next video.